Today, I removed every starting quarterback in the NFL. Like Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Patrick Mahomes are all gone now. I mean, kinda, because they're all free agent middle linebackers now. Don't think anybody's signing them. If we go to free agents, there's not a single quarterback here. But to make sure the sim actually works, we're gonna need some quarterbacks. So I gave every team in the NFL a 50 overall starting quarterback. And I can promise you the results of this video will shock you. And you might be looking at some of these names saying, I've never heard of that person before? Well, it's actually quite simple because I decided to name every starting quarterback after a subscriber to the channel. There was even a whole community post about it. I put some former really bad QBs in here. I even named some after a couple YouTubers. Looking at you, Tim the Tatman. And I even put myself and my nephews as starting quarterbacks. They love to watch the videos, so I wanted to do that for them. Now, if you want to be in a future video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button too while you're at it, and leave a comment and tell me which team you think is going to win the Super Bowl and why. I've done videos where I give every team the best quarterback they've ever had, so I wanted to see what would happen if we gave every team a terrible starting quarterback. And to make sure it's even worse, QB accuracy all the way down, pass blocking all the way down, interceptions all the way up, and pass coverage all the way up, just to make sure this is as hard as possible for the quarterbacks. Now let's find out just how bad they actually play. I love you, Vincent, but you are a 50 overall. If we're able to even get a touchdown on this drive, it would be a miracle. Shoot, if we're able to get a first down on this drive, it would be a miracle. Oh, Jameson Williams. Really thought you had that one. St. Brown's got to catch this one here, and he drops it. Well, let's try that again. The Rams somehow got a touchdown. I don't know how they managed that. Laporta drops that. I didn't change wide receiver catching, but for some reason, none of them can hold on to the ball. Okay, we actually gained about 9 there, and I really want the drive to continue, so we're handing off to Jahmyr Gibbs, who's going to get a first down here. I mean, I don't think that really counts. Actually, let's just throw it deep and see what happens. Oh my God, he actually might catch it. Oh my God, how did he catch that? I am shocked that he actually had the arm strength to get this up to Jameson Williams, who gets the easy touchdown. Let's sim to the end of the game though, just to see what the stats look like. The Lions ended up winning this game. And yes, this is the number that Vincent wears in real life to play football. I'm just trying to be a cool uncle here for him. Vincent completed 20 passes for 346 and 2 touchdowns. And Evan West completed 17 for 224 and 2 as well. Huh. Okay, let's change the game style to competitive. Wide receiver catching goes all the way down. Everything on defense goes up. Okay, let's try this out again with the Giants this time. Does drop that. I wanted to get a little playing time with Vincent's brother, Luca. I want to see if I could throw it downfield, but I really don't think it's a good idea, and it's picked off. I mean, I don't really know what I was expecting throwing on the run there, but it does give me the opportunity to go against Tim the Tatman here, who's gonna throw it deep. And okay, not caught. I really hope the numbers in sim look a lot more like I was expecting them to. I mean, that is a smart way to do when your quarterback can't throw. Like, if this doesn't work, I'm going to have to make them a 12 overall. There's no shot. I really thought they were going to be able to do absolutely nothing. That's a pick. There we go. Okay. So this gives me like a little more faith that the quarterbacks are not going to be good, but we will get the pick 6 here. Okay, yeah, he does. Really, the thing I'm dreading is just changing all the overalls to 12. I'm honestly like interested to see what it looks like throwing deep. Like, he literally doesn't have the arm for it. There's another pick. This time to Trayvon Diggs, who somehow does not get tackled, even though tackling is all the way up. Let's sim to the end of the game. The Giants blow out the Cowboys. Like, shout out to my nephew Luca here. But Tim the Tatman threw for 223 and a touchdown, and Luca threw for 2 touchdowns and 137. You know what this means. Awareness is going down, and every single throwing attribute is at the lowest. So now he's a 12 overall normal dev, and the only quarterback on the roster. It just means I need to do this 31 more times.
2 hours later.
Okay, well that took forever. But now every single quarterback in the league is a 12 overall. Like, every single one, there's not a single backup here. Every single one of them has the lowest quarterback stats possible, but they're all normal devs, so they should not progress. And now the moment of truth to see if it worked. Because I get to play with myself. Pause. Jesus Christ. Why did I say that? I mean, I'm gonna leave it in the video because I literally did say it, but oh my God. I mean, I have 19 picks on the year, so that's promising. And the defense got an interception, which put us in a good spot here. Brees actually does catch that. But let's see what happens when I throw more than like 3 yards downfield. It's actually caught by Lazard for first. I swear if they're still good, like, I can't make this video. And Devontae catches it. Oh, this video might be getting scrapped. capped. You know what? Let's try the deep shot again. It's into double coverage. So, okay, that's actually wildly underthrown. And he's not going to be able to get a pick six here. But let's just sim to the end of the game and see what the stats look like. The Jets actually win by 4. 132 and 2 touchdowns, but 3 picks for me. And Jordan on the Bills threw for 118, 1 and 4 picks. So it's a little bit better. This is feeling promising. So let's sim to the playoffs. And for the love of God, please give me some surprising results and some terrible stats. Okay, so on the AFC side, the Dolphins made it in at 9-8. Ravens and Steelers both made it in. Insane, the Ravens went 13-4. The Titans and Colts made it in. The whole AFC South was actually pretty good. And in the AFC West, the Broncos and Raiders both made it in. In the NFC East, the Giants, Commanders, and Eagles all went 9-8, making the playoffs. Detroit makes it in from the NFC North. Saints make it in from the South. And the Seahawks and Niners make it in the West.
Oh my God, they all threw for 63 interceptions.
Okay, today I learned that the game caps at 63 for that. My nephew Vincent led the league in yards with 3,328 touchdowns. We got a bunch of 2,000-yard passers here. Actually, pretty much everyone threw for at least 2,000 yards. Sedarius Efer led the league with 30 touchdowns. Ironically, Drew with the Ravens had the worst yards and touchdowns, but the Ravens had one of the best records in the league. Maybe they ran the ball more? No, not really. Like, there's some good, there's a lot of 1,000-yard rushers, actually. And only 17 touchdowns for Henry and McCaffrey led the league. Receiving numbers must have been terrible. Wow, there is only 2 1,000-yard receivers in the entire league. Defensively, we're gonna have some crazy stats. 28.5 sacks for TJ Watt, 28 for Myles Garrett, 26.5 for Max Crosby. But I have to know who got all these picks. 26 for Kenny Moore and Jair Alexander. Oh my God, there's so many interceptions here. I mean, they did have to go somewhere, but this is absolutely insane. This also is probably the most amount of field goals that were ever made in a season 2. Genuinely, who can win MVP in a year like this?
Shaq Thompson with the Panthers.
It's actually all defenders. Is there a single offensive guy here? No, I have never seen this before. So this is gonna be our playoff bracket for this season. And we're gonna sim to round 2, where we got the Ravens versus Raiders, Dolphins versus Steelers, Lions versus Saints, and Seahawks versus 49ers. And we'll jump in there, tied at 14 late in the 4th. And now this is the moment I've been waiting for to see how the sim handles this. Okay, yeah, there's a pick on the first play of the simulation. This is gonna be messy. I mean, the Seahawks are starting at the 41, but I don't know if that actually is gonna make a difference. Like, I think it's just gonna be about which team gets lucky and gets in, like, field goal range. Like, it's literally gonna be the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, or however that saying goes. How did he catch that ball? It wasn't enough for a first down, though, so the Seahawks are gonna put this up and take the lead here. And I mean, no surprise, the 49ers could not do anything, and he gets sacked on the last play of the game. So the Seahawks are gonna win this game. So now we got the Steelers versus Dolphins, and the Dolphins somehow doubled them up 24-12. So now we got Saints versus Lions, with the Saints down by 3 here. It really is such a different experience watching this sim because I have no clue what is going to happen. Like, even 2nd and 1 feels almost impossible, but he is going to throw here. It is dropped. Again, I know I messed with sliders and all that, but the point of the video is to see what happens when every quarterback is terrible. So now it's 4th and 1. They really should just run the ball, but Kamara does get the first. Honestly, in the back of my mind, I'm still shocked we broke the simulation. Like, I had no idea before today that the cap number of interceptions was 63. I mean, I don't know how else we would find that out other than doing something dumb like this, but he's gonna throw out here and it's incomplete. 4th and 21 might as well be damn near impossible for him, but he is gonna throw deep and it's intercepted. I mean, I don't really know what I expected here to happen, but I mean, I think this game's over. And it is, so the Lions are moving on. And last up, Raiders versus Ravens. And we're tied at 17 in this game. And now I'm wondering if this game goes to overtime. Yeah, there's no shot on that. What happens if neither team scores? And I guess we're gonna find out in overtime. Just gonna slowly sim ahead here. And wow, the Ravens actually attempted and missed a 61-yard kick, which puts the Raiders at the 49-yard line. Jesus, got sacked instantly. I genuinely don't know what happens if neither team scores. Like, will the game ever end? Gonna sim ahead slow here again. And the Ravens are moving the ball. And with Justin Tucker as their kicker, I mean, they are definitely in field goal range. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna hand off to Henry here, who is gonna gain a couple. So now to win the game and move on to the next round, Tucker is gonna nail it. So somehow we have a winner in this game. Literally felt like neither team wanted to win for a while. So in the AFC Championship, we got Ravens Dolphins. And on the NFC side, we got Lions versus Seahawks. I swear, if we end up with a Ravens-Lions Super Bowl, Madden Sim is officially cooked. The Seahawks are technically the better team here, but the Seahawks absolutely dominated this game. Sorry you couldn't do it, Vincent. I was really rooting for you. So now we're on to Dolphins versus Ravens. I'm pulling for the Dolphins here just for kind of a weird Super Bowl, but I can definitely see the Ravens winning. Madden Sim loves the Ravens. And with about 2:30 to go, the Dolphins are up by 1. He is gonna throw nowhere. I'd love to see the simulation actually get a touchdown, but that feels pretty impossible. Like, they literally only score when I'm doing like the fast simulation, but the Dolphins are gonna be able to put up a field goal here and extend their lead to 4. The Ravens probably are gonna need a miracle here. It is a bummer to have to set the wide receiver catching to the lowest amount, but it is kind of necessary because otherwise the sim would just cheese it and throw a ton of checkdowns and it honestly ruined the whole point of the video. But he's gonna throw out here, and wow, this is gonna be tipped and intercepted. So yeah, I think the Dolphins are going to the Super Bowl. It's gotta be over here, right? Yeah, it is. The Dolphins win 17-13. So in this Super Bowl, we got Dolphins versus Seahawks. And pretty late in the fourth, the Seahawks are down by 1 point. So let's see if, I think this is Dylan or something his name is. Wow, DK Metcalf actually gets him all the way to the 50. Shout out to you, Dylan789, because you might be able to get your team a Super Bowl win on this drive. I mean, anything's possible, but it really doesn't seem all that likely. He's getting sacked again because it's 3rd and 17 now. If they're able to convert this, I would be genuinely shocked. That's about what I expected. They still got 2 more timeouts. So I mean, as long as they stop them here, they have a chance. And on 3rd and 8 from the 47, they are going to pass the ball with Sloan, I think his name is. So now they get it back with 1:24. All right, Dylan, I'm rooting for you just for an exciting end to this video. K9 here is going to get like 7 interceptions he's thrown in this game. They need to get to the 40 for Jason Myers. There's a minute left. I cannot believe he thrown for 7 interceptions. And it's already 3rd down. Like, obviously DK Metcalf should have caught that one. That's a terrible sack. And this is the last shot for him here. They're gonna throw a screen on 4th and 17 to lose the Super Bowl. It's a choice. So the Dolphins are somehow gonna get the 1-point win. But do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. This video took an insane amount of time to set up and figure out how to make it all work. Plus, I got 2 more videos on screen right now if you want to watch more. But yeah, with all that said, I'll see you guys next time. Be good people.